Hello, I'm Genesis.
And I'm Justyce, and welcome back to Use Take.
Yeah, okay, so this episode, we're basically gonna go through our summer, what we did, and what are some things that happened here in Austin. Basically, this summer,
We had our youth fellowship
our
with
youth
Land Justice
fellowship.
Community School.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to talk about some things that we did, because we did a lot of things. We went to events, we made lots of reels, social media, we worked on our podcast, we got to meet the other fellows that were located in Brownsville, Corpus Christi,
and New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah.
So it was really fun, like, seeing people across the South Globe doing their own work, as well as we, as here in Austin, we do our own work. I really liked how, like, it all came together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, everybody was doing something for, like, their community.
We had like weekly political education sessions, and we all had like, different things that we were doing. And at the end of our fellowship, we actually got to do a retreat, and everyone got to like come together and meet each other, and we got to do lots of fun activities. So I guess we can start off like with like, the beginning of the summer, kind of what we did and what were our favorite activities and stuff and events that we went to.
For me, what I liked in the summer of the fellowship, because this is my second year, so I was really happy to continue the podcast, because when me and the other co-host Mari, when we started doing the podcast, it was such a good way to like interview important people in the community, but as well as learning what they do for the community. So I really enjoyed that. And as well as the political education, I really learned a lot. Police started from slave catching, which is really interesting for me, because some people view police as safety. Oh, like if you call them, they're gonna help you. But like with especially a lot of things here going in Austin, it just feels, oh, if you call the police, will they hurt me, you know? Like, you kind of overthink it.
Yeah, and these are like people that are supposed to protect us, so it's kind of, you know, the history of where they come from, it's questionable. Yeah. But for me, it's my first year starting off with this fellowship, and it was really fun, it was really cool, and I definitely got out of my shell more. I got to meet a lot of people, and what Genesis said, like the political educations, they were really fun and informative, because I got to learn a lot of things that I would not have learned at my actual school and my history classes, and so I was just really happy with that.
Yeah, and then we also did creative things like science and like what we were hopeful to see in the future, so I really enjoyed that, you know.
And also for like, the events that we did a lot of events. We did like a corn harvest event at Allison Elementary. We went to the Juneteenth event on Montopolis. We interviewed the bus union president, ATU president, and we also interviewed lots of other people. Miss May, yeah.
Anthoneil, who works here with
Anthoneil, yeah,
is currently with us.
Yes, will be joining us later.
Yeah, and we just interviewed a lot of important people here in our community that help out. So
yeah, we got to listen to their stories.
So it was really interesting to hear what has brought them here today.
Yeah. Which one was your favorite event that we attended?
I feel like for me it was the corn harvest, because it was like, hot, but I really enjoyed what we learned, like the bouquet.
Oh yeah, we did flower bouquets.
I never cut a flower before with the gardening scissors, so for me it was like, oh, like this is how people like florists do it. So, you know, I just thought, oh, okay, this is something new that I never knew about, you know.
Yeah, honestly, same. That was my favorite event too. It was really hot, I can't lie. It was so hot, and we were there for a while, because we were there like beforehand, but then it was so fun. We got to shuck the corn and like pick it and whatever, and then we got to make the flower bouquets, and then we learned sign language. We learned
I think this one was grow, no?
This one was corn.
Yeah, this one was corn.
And then this one is grow. We did a video, and then
we did a video of what we learned, and it was really important for me, because, you know, like for me, I don't think I've ever like met as many deaf people.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like I was proud to learn something new to share with other people, especially learning it with Justyce. Oh, okay, it's not just me learning it, but other people too.
Yeah. The only thing I know in sign language is my name. It's Justyce, and that's all I know. So I was like, oh my God, I'm learning the new stuff.
Yeah.
It was really fun event.
Yeah. But I really like the other events too, you know, because like with the Juneteenth event, we interviewed a lot of people, and it was just really important to like to know their culture, what they do, what they celebrate. So,
yeah, and then I really liked the Juneteenth event too, because there was a lot of people that showed up, and then they had like a whole like dance team there, and they had lots of different vendors, and we got to interview the vendors, and we actually bought jewelry from some of the vendors too, and it was really cool. It was really fun.
It was really fun. And so basically for the social media reels, I enjoyed doing it because we kind of got to prepare for it. We did research and then we recorded it, so it was just like really fun to do, and as well as spreading more awareness. Because we also did the podcast, but doing the social media reels was really fun to do. Last year we didn't really do that much of social media content, but like this year I was like, really glad we did it because I got to learn more about it.
Yeah, same. One of my favorite social media reels that we did, it was at the food forest, and we filmed a lot. We filmed 5 reels maybe within like an hour and a half, maybe 2, and we were there, and it was really fun. We just walked around the food forest and we did lots of reels. Go check it out on Justyce, Instagram, TikTok, everything. Yeah, that was like one of my favorite ones that we did. But we did a lot of reels, like a lot of interviews and lots of just like
spreading awareness.
Yeah, spreading awareness, stuff like that.
The budget cuts are really affecting communities here in Austin, but as well they're also affecting people who help out the community. So it was really interesting to learn as more of the budget goes to the police more instead of the actual communities.
Yeah.
So that's something I got to learn with doing the social media reels.
Yeah, same. And I also really liked with that specific reel, we actually edited, and that was us learning how to edit for the first time, one of our own reels, and it was really cool and fun. I really enjoyed it, and we got to add sound effects and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so it was
like
really
the text, shorten it down, the clips.
Yes. Oh, one of the sound effects was this. Yeah.
That's kind of what our summer was. And then for the retreat, I feel like the retreat was really fun as well. You know, we got to go eat, we got to learn more about the fellows. They got to explore here in Austin, which I really like. Because, Austin isn't a good city because with all the tech billionaires, but exploring the things that kind of make Austin was kind of fun. We also did a Black Austin tour, which we got to learn about, and I really liked it because I didn't know much about Black history here in Austin, but I really liked it. I like walking around. Yeah, it was hot, but I feel like it was worth it because I got to learn more.
It was really fun. We walked around for I don't know,
an hour.
Yeah, maybe
2
to 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, we walked around and it was all around East Austin, and it was really fun. And we got to learn a lot of new stuff, which I thought was really cool. And our tour guide was Donovan, which was actually our media fellows. Yes.
So our media fellows are really important to us.
Yeah.
With Donhel, with Donovan, with Chessa, they kind of help us.
Yeah.
And as well as the staff, Celine, Alexia, Noe.
Yes. Everyone.
Yeah, everybody be helping out. But yeah, I like that. Because it's fun to do these things with people, especially with the people who came from the Texas South and New Orleans. It was just really fun to learn more history, more Black history, especially with new folks who didn't learn much about that.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. And then we also went to the downtown library. A lot of them were saying they really liked it because our library is really big and it's 6 or 5?
It's 6 floors.
5 or 6 floors.
Yeah.
And we were working on presentations for the end retreat. We did 2 presentations, overview of everything that we did, and then one was a political education presentation. So there, when we were at the library, that's when we got to work on our presentations and just let to know each other even more.
And I find it shocking because I remember, I think it was the Corpus Christi fellows. They said that their library was small. I kind of find it shocking because basically we have a big one. So
yeah. And also Ashley, our Louisiana fellow, she also said how hers wasn't very big because they live in St. John's Parish, and I was like, wow, what the heck? Because every library I've ever really been to has been big.
Yeah.
Even our neighborhood libraries is pretty big. So I was I was happy for them to experiencing a big, cool library.
Yeah.
And then we also just did some other things. We got to go out and eat and get to know them. Fun activities. We went to a pop-up.
We went to a vintage, the spoiled vintage ATX market.
Yeah.
It was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Support local.
Yeah, support local businesses.
Support local businesses.
Yes, they were.
And the prices were crazy, guys. Don't go. If
don't say don't go.
No, okay.
Don't
cut that out. But I feel like the prices are a little bit higher than I was expecting.
They were steep. There was a Miu Miu bag.
The fur one. It was $500.
It was $500.
Yeah.
It was the
the spoiled market vintage market.
Yeah, it was East.
It was $500. Yeah.
And the bag was so cute, but it was so So I was
But
like,
I
wow.
feel like they need to be more inclusive because it's mostly for like tall white girls. But I'm like, you know,
Yeah, all the like the clothing was like skinny, like
yeah,
white girls.
skinny
So it's
tall
like,
girls. I'm like, we need more inclusivity here. If you're trying to like, you know, if you're trying to make more money, be more inclusive.
right? Especially in East Austin.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Yeah, like, not everybody's rich, white, skinny, tall. But you know,
That's how we were when we went to the market, when we saw that they had nothing for us
when we
that
saw
was
the high
affordable or
prices,
yeah.
like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And we just went to Juice Land.
Yeah, we went to Juice Land across the street.
Got a $10 acai bowl.
Acai bowl, yes, delicious. Anyways, and then after that, we did a final dinner because I think that was the day before they were leaving. So we did a final dinner, and everyone was like there, and we had laksa, right? It was good. I really liked it. It was a Cambodian, I think, noodle dish, and it's like tofu in it. Had eggplant. It had bean sprouts, mushrooms. It was a lot of stuff, and it was like a spicy broth. It wasn't too spicy, but it was.
But that was Singaporean.
I think Singaporean and Cambodian.
Well, it was really good, you know.
Yeah.
And I kind of liked the last dinner together because it was something we all cherished, you know.
Yeah.
Like everybody being together, what we worked on. So I really liked that.
Yeah. We got to say like final thoughts and like say goodbye to everyone. It was really fun. Overall, the whole like fellowship, 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I loved it. It definitely helped me build lots of the skills, media literacy, public speaking, for sure. Like I truly like enjoyed it. It was so fun.
Yeah, and I got to learn more. That's what I really like, just learning more. But like things that I didn't know before.
Yeah. Getting to learn. And that's what we did. Loved it.
Sorry.
Another big part of our retreat was our Just Transition workshop that we hosted for youth specifically to come in, and we got to like talk to them about what a just transition is, because me personally, I didn't know what a just transition was before planning the workshop, but then I learned it and I was like, okay, cool. And then I got to teach it to other people, and then we basically just kind of like we split into groups and got to talk about what are solutions that you may have and how can we get there and things like that.
And what was the community assets or some community issues? For example, extreme heat, loss of trees, extreme flooding,
highway expansions.
Yeah, it was really interesting to hear what the community had to say during the just transition. But what I hope to see in the future, moving away from all these oil companies and all these extractive industries, what I want to see is more regenerative and a more regenerative economy, you know, like having a more community that's like caring for each other and not just, you know, just not being away from each other.
Yeah, same. Like a community that works with each other and where people have equal opportunities and
they get paid well.
Yeah.
Yeah, without no some higher up getting paid more, you know.
Yeah.
But I really like the just transition because I also got to learn what a just transition is. But basically, a just transition is that like, you move away from extractive companies and a more capitalist economy. So a just transition basically is just trying to lean more forward to a regenerative economy of fair wages, safety, and taking care of the environment, basically. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for in the future. But
yeah, same. And that was what our just transition was about. And also the other fellows, they got to hold their just transition workshop, and it was really cool because like our problems are unique to our different areas. So we got to hear different problems that they had like in St. John's or different problems that they have in Brownsville. So it was really cool getting to hear what they have, what their problems going on, and what our problems like that we had. And that's why I think solutions coming out of like Louisiana and Texas as a whole are very important, because like we are people like us here, we are the ones who experience these like faults, these things going on, and it's not going to change if we don't make it change starts where you're at, you know.
Like, and especially like hearing everybody's issues too, kind of similar, because like we all go through extreme heat, like with climate change and everything. So just hearing it was like, oh, we actually gotta start doing something. Like, we actually gotta start to educate more people what a just transition is, because like it's really important, you know, especially us. Like I know some folks, they didn't know what a just transition is. And when they learned about it, they felt, oh, I really like this idea of a just transition. We went away from these oil companies, these tech companies. So I found it really exciting, because if you guys are excited, that means that we could start doing something, spread more awareness about it.
Yeah, that's why we need the communities to come together, and we can identify what the problem is and we can solve it together.
Yes, so we can have a hopeful, better future.
Yes, because the children is the future, like the youth, we are the future. We need to do something about it, because if we don't, no one will.
Yeah, nobody will.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to our current events. And today for our current events, we're going to have a special guest, which y'all may know because they have been on the podcast before, and they are one of our media fellows that we did mention earlier. But let's give a warm welcome for Anthoneil. Yay! Yay!
Okay,
It's okay. Hey. Hey.
We have our current events to talk about, and I feel like it's like big Debbie Downer time, because we were talking about some fun stuff over the summer, but something that also happens during the summertime too is increase in police brutality and that type of stuff because of the stress of the heat, more people spending their time outside, a lot of different reasons. But I did just want to say for the audience that we are going to be talking about our current event that's pretty tragic. We're going to be discussing police brutality resulting in death and suicide. So if listening to conversations about these topics is difficult for you, we totally understand and ask that you respect your needs and care for yourself. And you can skip to the end of this podcast episode to hear about our hopes for our future. And you can also just catch up with us in the next episode too. If that's too much for you, take some time to respect yourself. And yeah. So guys, the current event that we're going to talk about today is Anthoneil Williams, right? I'll just give a quick rundown about what happened, and we'll kind of talk more about the policy and that type of stuff surrounding it and how it might be affecting you guys, because y'all are the same age as the young boy who passed away. His name was Anthoneil Williams. He was 17 years old when the police were called to his location, which was a neighborhood park. And he was killed by police. 3 different police shot at him around 20 times. And he's no longer with us. The police say that this was suicide by police. They say that it was determined to be his phone that made the original call to the police in the first place. And he was totally unarmed. He had a water bottle in his waistband and just lifted his shirt. And that's when police determined him to be a severe threat and took his life. But with that being said, I did want to talk about, first of all, like, something that you guys mentioned earlier that was super important, which is the purpose of police. And if police are meant to make us feel safe. And I honestly just wanted to hear y'all's thoughts on how that makes you feel about your safety in relation to police as people that are like the same age as this kid, living in like the same city and stuff.
Well, for me, with his death, like passing recently, like, I don't know, like, I worry about police now with all the shootings that happen downtown and like with him especially. And considering like we're also his age, what happens? I'm worried like what happens if what happened to us or a classmate, you know? So yeah.
Yeah, same for me. I think it's always been a worry, not just like now, because like police have like a history of brutality, especially against people of color, and it definitely now, especially seeing like this happen to someone who's our age, it definitely makes me worry even more. And it's like kind of makes me scared to like, leave the house or hang out with my friends at nighttime, or like, do stuff like that a kid's supposed to do, because there's a possibility that we could be next, or like that this could happen to us or
So
people that we know.
Yeah, that like sense of safety that you're told that you're supposed to feel kind of goes away when things like that happen to people that are kind of just like you. And it's really hard. So yeah, like you were saying, like that's like you as a child should have a right to like play outside. That's something I remember talking about during the Just Transition workshop. I feel like a community that has had a just transition looks like one where like, you can do basic stuff like that. That's not even asking for a lot. Asking to like be able to play outside without being stressed about that. So something that I thought was really important to talk about too is like the shifted blame that we're seeing, because this is something that comes up in a lot of other ways too, not even just with the police, because they're calling his death like a suicide by police, right? Is that something that you guys have ever heard of before this happened?
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Never.
Me either.
Me neither. I was literally like, what does that mean? It's I feel like it's wrap your brain around. But it's being framed that way, I think, to kind of like shift blame away from the police themselves that like did this bad thing to the people, and instead put it on to this child. Y'all are kids, y'all are teenagers, you're almost adults, but like you're still not, right?
Yeah.
So really children, it's the system placing the blame onto the child who really is almost a victim in the situation. Do you guys have any thoughts about that?
I just find it shocking that people are saying it's suicide by police, because like, they could have done things to prevent like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like to not put as much harsh pressure on the police is what I feel like.
Yeah, and also it's not a suicide if he didn't do it himself. They 3 officers did that to him, so I don't know why they're trying to justify it, saying it was a suicide by police.
Yeah. And I actually did some like research too to find out like, what they are supposed to do and what the best practices are for police. And what I found was that the best practices when dealing with an individual that the police believe to be suicidal is to not bark orders at them, make small requests, and lay these things one at a time. And it literally says to approach a person, instead of saying something like, show me your hands, and yelling at them, saying something like, can you do me a favor and show me your hands? I just want to make sure that you don't have a weapon so that we can take some time to talk. A very kind approach. And I don't know if you guys have seen the footage, but like everything that happened in like under 5 minutes. They didn't even have a talk. I think a big part of it is because like, these people aren't trained like mental health interventionists. That's not what they do, is help people that have those struggles. So it's like shifting blame away from the harm that they did, when it's a real focus should be, why doesn't a 17-year-old kid that's like hurting really badly and going through a lot have help? And he's doing that instead. And it kind of makes me think of two other systemic issues that you guys have brought a lot of attention to, like school, you know, like with all the schools that they just closed in Austin. They say that they're closing the school because the school is like failing or doesn't have good grades. But like what you guys have shared before is that the schools that you're going to, y'all don't even have teachers sometimes, right? So how do you feel like that affects your ability to like perform at school and your mental health, right?
I think for me, like, because we had a couple classes where we did not have teachers like the entire year, or we'd have like subs come in, and it definitely, like, grade wise, it was kind of like annoying and like irritating, because what do you mean we are not given work? And usually like, sometimes I'm like, I'm not happy about the work, but I want to get work to raise my grade, but if we're not given any work, and if it's work that we're given like a 70 at most. Like, what do you mean?
Or sometimes we don't even know what the work is.
Yeah, we don't know what to do because we're not being told. Our physics class, we had a whole like course of like things to do, but we don't have a teacher. We don't know how to do physics. How is this gonna help us? Like, it just
like nobody taught us.
And it stressed me out.
Yeah, I remember what you were saying about how y'all had to do the whole course, and how many weeks was it? Like, it was
less than a month.
It was like a month or something. And we were supposed to be given it at the very start of the year, but they gave it to us near the end. And so for our final grade for the class, they said that we have to finish the entire course. But it's like, this is a whole year's work of work. So how are we going to finish it? And so,
and most people were just spearrunning it, you know, like Googling it up, because we didn't know how to do that, you know?
Me personally, if that was me in y'all's class, I would be in crisis. I would be stressed out so bad. Honestly, I'm so proud of you guys, because I probably wouldn't have been able to do it, girl. I would have been like, I'm just going to be so anxious about it. And so like, that's not good for your mental health. Not being able to go play outside without fear that like these systems are going to hurt you. That's not good for your mental health. Y'all were just talking about how y'all went to a pop-up market and y'all couldn't like afford like really cute stuff because it was so expensive. How's that for your mental health? I worry a lot about Gen Z because I feel like the conditions are not like set up for us to have really good mental health. When you look at all this stuff, it's no wonder kids are really, really sad, yet the blame is not on all these systems that make it hard for us to be happy, it's on like the kid who called the police, and it's all his fault somehow. But I also wanted to talk about too, like a big point that y'all have brought up in past episodes, and this one too, is like just how the city budget is being used in some really improper ways, taking away from things that y'all actually need that would really help the mental health of teenagers. And instead of going there, it's going to places like the police that get more and more money every single year. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about some programs that I found out our budget is at risk of like losing money this year, and just hear what you guys think about it. One of them is preschool behavioral health program. That one, the city wants to take almost like $200,000 away from. Do y'all know what that is? Like a preschool behavioral health program?
No, but it sounds important.
Yeah,
yeah,
preschool.
right? Behavioral health is basically just like mental health stuff. And so it's like mental health stuff for preschoolers. So probably like helping them if they have like speech differences or like any type of stuff like that. Usually preschoolers, they don't have like things like depression, you know, just other stuff going on developmentally that would probably make it harder for them to like read and learn. And that is something that's losing maybe like $200,000 this year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
That
like,
is.
if kids need that, you know, not the police.
No.
The money does not need to go to the police.
Yeah, and then another one is, have y'all ever used CIS, or did y'all have that in your school, communities in school? Did y'all ever use that?
In middle school,
Yeah,
I did.
I used it in middle school, and they were really helpful.
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I had CIS at my school. I don't even remember like how they helped me, but I remember they did something. I feel like they do a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
Do y'all have it at y'all's high school too, or no?
We do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, the not nice thing that I found was that like CIS too, their mental health program is going to maybe lose $81,000 this year. So the police, after this happens to Anthoneil, they're like, this isn't our fault. It's a mental health crisis. It's because we have poor mental health care. But then at the same time,
they're taking all the money away from mental. Wow.
and it's like, wow.
That one.
Heavy on the get out. Heavy on that. AISD, besides the schools that have closed, right? That's a lot of money that's not going there anymore. But on top of that, they would lose almost $400,000 across multiple different contracts.
That's disappointing because I feel like, you know, that kind of helps us learn now.
Kinda, yeah. It helps you learn a lot. You need that bad. That's like, let me see, $400,000. It's unfortunate that it's this many teachers because teachers should get paid more. But $400,000 is over like 30 teachers for a year. Y'all are having the issue of not having that. Y'all need that. Yet the city's like, y'all don't need. That's almost $500,000. That's $500,000. They're not that far away from that. It's so wildness. $403,645 might be lost for Integral Care, which is a like mental health organization. Have you guys ever heard of them?
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Y'all have? Wait. What? Well, you don't have to share why. Actually, that's like HIPAA. My bad. That's your healthcare. But yeah, actually, I think it's really cool that y'all know who that is. I love the work that they do. Do y'all?
I haven't seen much of their work.
You haven't seen much?
I haven't, but I know.
You've heard of them before?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're like super known in the city. I think because they do a lot. Like they do a lot of healthcare for homeless people. They do a lot of substance use care. So people that have challenges with like substance use disorder, they can get like help from them for like low cost. All of the services that they do there, they are all like free or low cost. Me personally, I don't mind like sharing like my stuff. I used to go to them when I didn't have health insurance because if you get psychiatric care, medication for certain like mental health diagnoses, they'll give you that for a sliding scale. So even if you don't have money at all, they'll still give it to you, which is like wild because that's part of just transition, right? Like people being able to be safe and healthy. But they're projected to lose that $403,645 for different programs, including like mental health and like homelessness services.
That's disappointing.
That
like
is.
a lot of people benefit from those resources.
And it's the type of stuff that would make there be like less criminal behavior, less homeless people outside, which is also like illegal now. Like all these bad things that happen in our community, they happen less if people have their health care. Yet they take the money. That's sick. But yeah, I'm sorry guys, that was not like a fun little segment, but I just felt like it was really important to like talk about it. But I think what is even more important than being aware of what's going on right now is like your visions for the future. So I just wanted to hear from you guys more about like what you think is helpful to you as like a 17-year-old youth that cares a lot about your community and your environment. What type of services or experiences or like support do you feel like you need or that you already have that you feel like is really like helpful for you?
I think for me, kind of like all the services you said, but as well as other services, because I feel like that benefits like everybody. So it's really important for us as a community to have that, so we could like be helpful for each other, you know, and as well as like telling other people about those resources, especially like CIS, because like they helped a bunch of people from what I've known. So yeah, so I think that's really important to like have.
CIS is so cool. So like in school stuff for sure.
Oh, in school, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, like, kind of the same. But as for like, physical people, I definitely think like Landis Community School, even like you, definitely helped me a lot, especially because it just taught me a lot. I didn't know that all of these budgets were like being decreased, especially like CIS, because like I was actually in CIS and I got a lot of help from that, and it just sucks because like these are resources that we need, and they're just being taken away from us. Wow.
Yeah. The budget's being voted on this week. That's wildness.
Disappointing.
Yeah, I think I saw the other day that our inflation is almost as high as it's been since the Great Depression, which I don't know if y'all learned about that yet, but it was not a good time. It was not a good time. And the Great Depression is actually when like social services like were created, like when they created all of these systems to help support people, because they realized like, oh dang, if we live in an extractive capitalist society and it crumbles, that's not good for people. So we need to make things to support them. And then it's weird how we've kind of like gone backwards and we're almost getting back to that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I did learn about that because we learned about it, and I was studying for it. And when we were doing the STAR test the day before, I was like studying for like, what is the Great Depression, and then I learned all the acts and all the stuff that they did to kind of like help and like get help from that, I guess. And I learned about that, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And it's just crazy how we're kind of going back to that, because like my mom, when I was younger, she used to be like, oh, I used to go to the grocery store with $100 and I got like meals for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then now we go to the grocery store, it's like $100, almost $200 for like stuff for like 2 meals, stuff like that. Things are just so expensive, and it's horrible. I just can't.
It's disappointing.
yeah,
Really.
when I was y'all's age, I literally used to do the grocery list for my family, because I like to cook. So I would just like make the list and I would cook for everybody. And genuinely, my family had 5 people in it, and we fed 5 people for like just dinner. Like I didn't really buy like some lunch, because me and all my siblings went to school and ate at school. But for dinner, for 5 people for the whole week, it was like literally like $50.
See, this is crazy. And then nowadays for like one meal, and it's not even like a good like big meal, it's like $100, or like it's like $80 to $100. Like every time we go to the grocery store, I have a budget, but then we always go over because like everything's so expensive.
How much is a little boo boo?
How much is a boo-boo? I don't know.
I think a little boo-boo. I think now they're like lower.
I'm gonna Google
they're
it.
like less value, I think.
Girl, who buying the boo-boos?
Like, I think last year or 2 years ago they were like 1,000. I think more than 1,000, but now
people were paying hundreds for them because they were so like such a
but now
trend.
because of like the Sunny Angels and the Smithskis and other things.
Yeah.
It just went lower.
Isn't it so crazy that we're like talking about this, but at the same time, like somebody bought that $400 bag at the pop-up market. Like somebody's buying that. Who? I don't know.
Not us.
Not
Not us. Let's see. Oh my gosh, the little boo boo is $300.
What?
They lowered it down because I remember it was not that expensive.
Oh my god, they're on eBay.
Not
like
eBay.
$300.
And then people buy the clothes for the boo-boos and all.
Yes,
They have Gucci.
accessories.
Yes, the accessories. I would literally see people with designer Labubu clothes. I'm like, what? Why?
Like the Louis Vuitton.
No,
Like
right.
the
Why are
Labubu.
they rocking a Louis Vuitton hat and stuff? I'm like, oh.
Okay, this current event, it was not in our script, guys. I'm gonna go off script because I just want to hear y'all's opinion about it, actually, because I just thought of it just now. Have y'all seen the Patriot Games?
No, but
I
I've
haven't.
heard of it.
No, but you're afraid of it.
Was it the freaking thing where like Donald Trump was gonna do like the Hunger Games kind of?
Yeah, so I guess this is my hot take for y'all, but would y'all do the Patriot Games? It's a bunch of games like races and all that stuff that you do in an arena, which was created by Donald Trump to win scholarship money for college.
That's okay. I can write a scholarship essay. I think I'm good. I don't want to be Katniss Everdeen, Peter Lark. Like, no, I'm good. I'm so good.
You going, Genesis?
Huh?
You going?
No, thank you.
You sure?
No, thank you.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay. Well, circling back to like solutions in the community, because I feel like we got a little
Went off
distracted,
script.
but that's okay. That's okay. I wanted to ask you guys like, what we kind of did talk about this a little bit, but we could talk about it some more. Like, what makes you feel safe in your community, and what brings you joy in your community?
For me, what makes me happy in my community, like that makes me, I was kind of like my neighbors, because my neighbors, I'd be saying hi to them. I'm like, hey, like good morning, like good afternoon. It makes me happy because I'm making a connection, And so like I feel like more people were to do that, like saying hi, like, be more, like taking care of each other.
More friendly.
Yeah, more friendly.
It'd be everything.
Just more helpful for the future, Definitely. I think what makes me also feel safe is just like grocery stores nearby,
Yeah.
Because like I don't want to go far away to get something that my family needs. So I feel like grocery stores like Dollar General, like the Family Dollar, the gas station, I feel like that's really good for me, I guess, because everybody could go there instead of going out to go to a big shopping spree, wasting a lot of money. So definitely.
Yeah,
How about you?
and for me, what makes me happy, definitely, I would also say my neighbors and also like their animals, because I have a dog and a cat now, and I just love seeing the animals. And my dog, she likes to go outside and play with their dogs. That gives me a chance to connect with their neighbors as well. So I find that really fun and cool. And also what makes me feel safe, definitely like my family, of course, but also our community hubs that we have. Like, I like going to the library. Like, our library in our neighborhood is really cool. There's always a lot of people there. There's always events or just random things going on. And then also just like random shops like around the neighborhood too, because I will look on my phone and I'll be like, oh wait, I didn't know that there's a shop this close, it's so cute, whatever, and I'll just go there and it's fun. Like the place that we went to, Merfolk's
Like
that
it's a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Different types of coffees and like drinks.
yeah, and it's so mystical. It's
Yeah.
so
I was just about
cute.
to ask, like, is it like mermaid themed or what's the mer?
so cute.
Yeah, mermaid, medieval. I feel like medieval theme, no?
Yeah, like medieval, and it's like mystical, and
And I really like
yeah.
it. And they have like, I remember I went there one time with my sister, and there was like an artist, like an actual artist. They were painting, and then like Austin as a medieval fairy world.
That's so
So
cool.
I really like that, and I was like, that's really cool, like
Yeah.
having an actual local artist drawing,
Yeah.
painting. I just found it really cool.
I love a good local establishment.
Yes.
Me personally, like the more local stuff there is around, the better. They just opened a coffee shop right by my apartment, and I went over there. And when I went inside, there was like 3 little kids, and they had the little the race cars that you drive with like a remote. And I literally had to like stop when I walked in because they were going all over the floor. And then I think it had to be like their mom or something, but she was like mopping, and then she goes over there and she's like, "Put the cars away." And then I go get my order taken by like, a man who I assumed was maybe like their dad. He was trying to tell them that they were in trouble for the cars, but I wanted to tell her, no, like this is community, like this is beautiful.
And as well as third spaces.
Yeah.
Third spaces. What's y'all's favorite third space?
I like Circle Acres.
What is that?
Circle Acres is like near in Rancho Guerrero. It's like a little forest that's made by Ecology Action. It was a trash dump where like people threw their trash, but they cleaned it up in like 2008 or 9. You could like be there, walk there.
Yeah, it's like a
little
full
forest.
trail and everything.
Like,
That's
really
cute. And then there's a greenhouse and like yeah.
And there's like rabbits. There's like mushrooms.
There's a bunch of butterflies too. I saw. It's so
Oh,
cute.
cute. What
Yeah.
about you? What's your fave?
Honestly, I'd say that because like I got introduced to that this summer and I really liked it. It was so cute, and we had went like early in the morning. I was like, wait, this is so cute. I liked it. And then you can just like go on a morning run through there.
Yeah.
Or just, I don't know. It's such a cute. I don't know. I love it.
Yeah, I love my hikes, like any trail, just any of them, just whatever one. This morning I went to the Bull Creek Trail because it was closed all summer because some birds have their like mating area over there and they're endangered, so you can't go.
Yeah.
And I respect them. But I went today and you could tell that there was nobody on those trails for like 3 months because there were so many animals and they were like they were like, we're not scared, not caring. I did get like so many mosquito bites, but that's a third space that's always gonna be worth it, you know. Yeah. It's okay. Do y'all want to like transition me out, or I can just? Okay. I feel like it makes sense if I just disappeared. Do you think that's awkward?
Bye.
Thank you. Kids chair. Thank you, Anna. Thank you.
Okay, now we're gonna end off on a high note with some high hopes that we have for this next year, upcoming year. Yeah, because what are we being next week?
The seniors.
Ah.
So our last year.
Yes.
But some of my high hopes for like community-wise is like having just more people being connected, caring about our environment, just kind of caring for each other, you know, in like a good way. And just trying to prevent like bad things from happening.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I love that. Yeah, just hoping that the community comes together and we continue to work together.
Make changes.
Yes.
For the bad things that are going around in the world right now. And for school-wise, I just want to graduate. Like, I'm so glad for these amazing opportunities, but you know.
Yeah,
one door leads to another.
Yeah.
Is that what people
when
say?
one door closes, another door opens.
Another door opens. But yeah, so I'm really excited for my last school year because it was really fun doing this. Well, we're still gonna do it, but like it's really fun doing this, and I hope more people do it. You know, because like I learned a lot. I'm pretty sure Justyce learned a lot. So like I just want more people to learn more, to do more for the community, to do activism work. So yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Same for me. I'm also really excited for senior year. I'm excited to get it over with, go to college, you know.
Learn more.
Just
everybody's always learning.
Evolve, continue growing. I'm excited. Are you nervous?
I'm freaking nervous. I'm
freaking nervous. Yes. There's so many, with senior year, it's like a lot because there's so many nowadays, especially like with Gen Z, there's so many like senior jeans, senior backpacks, senior sunrise, senior
sunset, senior breakfast, senior lunch, senior dinner.
Just doing too much.
But we're gonna do everything, I guess.
Yeah. We got this. We got this. We have our senior backpacks, right? Yeah. What's your senior backpack? Sonic. Hey, I'm strawberry shortcake, and my nails are strawberry shortcake, and I have my senior jeans are my senior jeans are strawberry shortcake. Girl, say strawberry shortcake 5 times fast.
Oh, no, thank you.
Okay.
But you know, we're excited for these new opportunities. We're, you know,
I'm just excited.
Yeah, we're
all
excited
these
for
fun
the
things.
future things. You know.
Yeah. We got all these things to go.
We're gonna grow.
We're gonna grow and evolve. And prosper and do all the things. Yes. So excited. Well, what college do you want to go to? You want to share?
I want to go to UT, but I heard bad things. But I'm just trying to get my education and you know be in activism work. You know.
Yeah. I want to go to UT Dallas, not UT Austin. No shade, but I want UT Dallas. Yeah.
UT. Right? Is this right? UT.
Right.
UT. Longhorn. Oh, I don't know.
It's. Oh my goodness, the mascot is so ugly.
Okay.
I can't lie. We went there and it had a wanted poster with the mascot, and then my friends, so we took a picture with the mascot. It's so ugly. It's like a monster.
It's like a
It looks so ugly.
Good.
But yeah, we're trying to go to college, do good things for our community. You know.
What are you gonna major in? What's like your profession? What do you want to do?
Trying to do environmental science, but I also want to do community work as well, because I enjoy doing this. I like what other people have done, like Anthoneil, Celine, Anthoneil, like a bunch of different people, what they've done. So I want to do more things like that too.
Period. I want to do pediatric health, but I also do want to engage with like community clubs and stuff like that. Like, I want to do community-centered work, but yeah.
Definitely.
That's what I want to do. thank you guys for watching so much. We also want to give a big thanks to Dawa Studios. Also, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everything. Use Take. And follow Land Justice Community School, please. Anyways, I'm Justyce.
And I'm Genesis.
And that's our Use Take.